Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the head. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a coin, a bottle cap, or anything else with a circular edge. Inside the circle, draw a curved vertical line. This is a construction guide that will help you place the facial features later on. Draw the line to the left of center. Now draw a curved horizontal line for another construction guide. On top of the head, draw two long curved vertical lines as guides for the ears. Pay attention to how long these lines are in relation to the head. Each line should be almost twice the length of the circle. Curve the top part of the line on the left farther to the left. Below the head, draw a small oval as a guide for the lower half of the body. Use the 4 marks method to draw this oval too. First, make 4 small marks to indicate the sides of the oval, and then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the oval. Make sure that the marks for the oval's width are farther apart than the marks for the oval's length. The oval should be smaller than the head. Now connect the oval to the head using short lines to finish the guide for the body. On the top left side of the body, draw an angled line as a guide for the first arm. Bend the line in the middle for the elbow joint. On the tip of the line, draw a small circle as a guide for the hand. On the right side, draw a line that bends down as a guide for the other arm. Bend the line near the bottom for the elbow joint. At the bottom, draw an arc that attaches to the body as a guide for the other hand. Under the body, on the left side, draw a vertical line as a guide for the first leg. At the bottom, draw an oval-like shape as a guide for the foot. Pay attention to how big this oval is in relation to the line for the leg. To the right, draw similar shapes as guides for the other leg and foot. Pay attention to the length of this line in relation to the body. Make the shape at the bottom shorter because this foot will be pointing forward. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, on top of the horizontal construction guide, lightly sketch 2 small ovals for the eyes. Use the vertical construction line as a guide to help you determine the space between the eyes. When you get the size and position of the eyes right, darken the shapes. Draw the eye on the left right up against the vertical construction guide. The eye on the right should be farther away from the vertical construction guide. Now shade the eyes. Don't push down too hard on your pencil as you shade the eyes. Below the eye on the left, draw a small sideways oval for the nose. Use the construction lines as guides to help you place the nose. Shade the nose too. The nose should be the same shape as the eyes but flipped sideways. On the bottom half of the head, draw a sloping line for the top part of the mouth. Draw the right side of the mouth higher than the left side. Below that, draw a curved line for the bottom edge of the open mouth. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. Under the mouth, draw a curved line for the bottom lip. Inside the mouth, draw 2 curved lines for the tongue. Above the eyes, draw 2 curved lines for the pattern on the head. draw these lines on the path of the vertical construction guide. The lines should be similar to the letter V. On the right side, draw 2 more curved lines to finish the pattern. Draw these lines on the path of the horizontal construction guide. Now darken the initial circle to create the head. Don't overlap the bottom lip as you darken the shape. Use the line on the top right side of the head as a guide to draw the first ear. Lightly sketch the shape of the ear around the guideline. Make the top part of the ear wide and round and the bottom thin. When you get the shape of the ear right, darken the lines. Curve the shape of the ear along the path of the guide. Now use the guide on the left side as a guide to draw the other ear the same way. First, lightly sketch the shape of the ear around the guideline. Make the top part wide and the bottom narrow. When you get the shape of the ear right, darken the line. Curve the top part of the ear to make it round. At the bottom, keep the edges of the ear close to the guide so that the shape is thin. Use the small arc on the right side of the body as a guide to draw the first hand. Lightly sketch 3 short curved lines along the right edge of the initial oval for the fingers. Each finger should be similar to the letter U on its side. When you get the shapes of the fingers right, darken the lines. Darken the sides of the initial arc. Now draw the shape of the arm around the guideline at the top. Draw the edges of the arm close to the guide so that the shape is thin. Curve the line near the bottom for the elbow joint. Use the shapes in the middle as guides to draw the body. Simply darken the outer edges of the guides to create the shape of the body. At the bottom, draw 2 short rectangular shapes for the shorts. Draw the rectangular shapes around the guides for the legs. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. In the middle of the body, draw a curved horizontal line for the top edge of the shorts. Now use the line on the top left side of the body as a guide to draw the other arm. First, lightly sketch the shape of the arm around the guideline. When you get the shape right, darken the lines. Bend the middle section to indicate the joint. Use the circle at the top as a guide to draw the hand. First, draw a short curved line on the right edge of the circle for the thumb. This shape should be similar to the letter U on its side. On top of the circle, draw 3 more curved lines for the other fingers. Each finger should be similar to a small arc. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the fingers when you get the shapes right. The finger on the left should be the smallest. Darken the edge of the remaining circle for the rest of the hand. Use the shapes under the body on the left side as guides to draw the first leg and foot. Draw the shape of the leg around the vertical guide. Then darken the oval at the bottom to create the foot. Draw the leg and foot on the right side the same way. First, draw the shape of the leg around the vertical line. Then darken the shape at the bottom to create the foot. Make the bottom part of the feet slightly flatter than the initial guides. Now go over the final lines with a pen, a marker, or any other type of permanent ink. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Take your time and be careful when you ink your drawing to avoid any accidents. Don't ink the initial guidelines, only the final drawing. When the ink dries, erase all of the guidelines. Now color your drawing using colored pencils, markers, crayons, or anything else. And that's it for Oswald. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit easydrawingtutorials.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Also subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.